Alright, hey everybody, it's Joe from NCP Bun Outdoors. I'm in my garage again today, and I'm just trying to get some knives sharpened and get ready for the turkey season that's coming up, and just kind of doing some knife maintenance. Small game ended end of February here in North Carolina, so I'm just going to kind of go through and show you how I use my worksharp tool here to sharpen up some outdoor knives, my pocket knife, and my hardcore hammer's axe. And then at the end, once I'm done doing those sharpenings, I'm going to add some Wicked Wax and some Wicked Clean product here that I picked up at the Blade Show a couple of years ago. So for now, I'm just going to kind of take you through my worksharp tool, the bands and belts that I have, and then the knives that I'm going to sharpen. So stay tuned. Alright everybody, so I got everything kind of laid out the way I want it, and I think I'm going to try to film from this side so you can see me use the tool on the different knives, and then we'll do something different with the axe. But just to kind of give you an overall, right, so with this instruction kit, right, it does come, and that kind of shows you, as I showed before, right, the different knives that you want, the different band you should use, right, and so it kind of gives you this chart to lay that all out. So we're going to follow this as much as I think we can. I think we should. I did pick up a replacement belt kit at Bass Pro the other day, so this comes with 2 coarse, 2 medium, and 2 fine belts, and then I have the manual, which is really pretty straightforward instruction manual on what I need to do here. So you know, we're just going to skip to this step. You know, obviously it kind of shows you everything you need to do and walks through the tool. Talks about the different types of belts, how to put the belt on. I'll kind of show you all that, and then we're going to skip right to step 5 here. This is for sharpening outdoor knives. Since 3 of my knives are all outdoor knives, we're going to start right there. So first thing it tells you is put on the red belt, and then you can see over here, right, kind of gives you, if you really need to sharpen it, do 10 with the red, and then switch to the purple and do 10 with the purple. If you're just resharpening, it's still pretty sharp, you just want to resharpen it, then you do 2 with the red and then 10 with the purple to hone it, I guess is the correct word. So so in this case, I'm thinking like the 2 bigger knives I think are fairly just a resharpen, so we're just gonna do a smaller, just a shorter process on those. But the pocket knife that I have, where did I put it? The pocket knife over here I have. This one I used quite a bit last year for different projects and stuff. So I'm going to make sure that I take that, and I'm going to actually follow the sharpen process, which is 10 with the red and 10 with the purple. So let's go ahead and kind of put this off to the side, and we're going to go ahead and show you how to set up the belts on this particular tool. So first thing you can see, let me move this out of the way. So the first thing you'll see, right, is you know, the tool does come with these different guards, as I mentioned before, and each one serves a different purpose according to the manual. So in this particular case, we want this piece, which is for outdoor knives. So this, you see this groove right here, if you can see it, that groove right here, right on the back of the tool, there's those 2 set screws. You can see that right there. So this is just going to slide right on there like that and lock in, and that's set. Okay, so you can see it. You can see it from the back. You spin it right, it's set on there, and you're good to go. So put this down. All right, and then as it said in the instructions, right, we're going to follow. You're going to start using by first the red band. So I'm going to pull one of the red bands out from my bag over here, and I'm going to put that on. So basically, what you do to put the belt on is you just simply, let me see if I can make sure you're seeing that you are. Just kind of push this spring down and turn it, and kind of locks. And that way you can slide this through here. Goes right there, inside here. All right. And then you just turn and, oop, I'm sorry, I missed this over here. Whoops. Lock that down, just put it inside, and then you can just turn it, spins up. And once you turn it, it locks, that spring pushes that piece up, and then of course the band is nice and tight right here. So now the band's on there and secure. So now I'm going to plug it in. Right, now I've got it plugged in. So now if I'm going to pull the trigger right under here, there's a trigger right here. You can see that right there. You just pull it in. And that will spin the band. So we're just going to follow the instructions of basically what it says in the book here. Go to step 5 as we said, and basically all you want to do is be very careful, and you want to make sure that with knife in the guide, squeeze the power switch, pull knife straight and steady through the guides, and you want to keep the blade right next to the guide. So hopefully you all can see that. All right, you want to keep that blade edge right on those guides. So following those instructions, right, I'm going to take the knife, I'm going to pull it out like this, okay, and I'm going to do, this one's going to be sharpened, so we're going to do 10. So we're going to go like this. We're going to put the knife here right against that guide, all the way to the edge right here. So you see it's kind of like right there. The edge of that knife is right on the guide. We're going to put this down, and then we're going to pull the trigger. Pull it like that. And then we're going to do this side. Right against the guide. Do the same thing. And then again. So we're going to do this 10 times. Okay, you get the idea. That's about, what, three times I did right there. So I'm going to go ahead and stop filming, and we'll get to the point where we're switching belts, and we'll start there. All right, so we've done that 10 times, so I'm just going to practice on this magazine piece right here. I'm just going to take the knife and kind of show you, right? Oop, that wasn't good. Okay, so we get a nice, it does pretty sharp right there. I've already practiced a little bit, so let me kind of show you that again, right? Pretty sharp. So now, after those 10 times, right, you can feel it's a little bit of a burr, maybe a little bit rough, right? But you could definitely tell there's a nice edge there. So now we're going to switch off the red, the medium belt, which is the red, which is the medium as it shows on the chart here. So we're going to go from the medium and we're going to go to the purple to hone it. So we're going to go ahead, and what I'm going to do is unplug it. All right, and then I'm going to push down this knob, turn it, right, and that loosens the tension, pull off the band, all right. And then from my replacement kit, because the other, I had actually broken the other bands, I'm going to take this brand new purple belt right here, all right, we're going to have that. Okay, and then we're going to do, oops, excuse me, dropped it. All right, so then we're going to do the exact same thing we did before with the purple band. So we're going to slip it onto the tool like this. Get it inside there like that. Good, and then pop that spring there for the tension. Okay, perfect. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing again. So now I'm going to plug back in the tool. I'm going to take my pocket knife. I'm going to lay it again right next to the guide and then turn it on. And you're keeping the knife edge along that guide the whole time. So do one side and then the other. Place it steady right against the guide. All right, and we're going to do this 9 more times. Oops, sorry, wait. Let me go. Put it on there. There we go. I'm a little, having a little bit of a struggle with it towards the end there when it gets to that point, keeping it next to the guide. So I'm doing the best I can. So let me go ahead and do this 8 more times, and then we'll kind of show you what the finished product looks like on a piece of paper here that I try to cut it and kind of show you how sharp it got. So stay tuned. All right, so we just got done doing 10 right there. So let's go ahead and check this knife. I got just this piece of paper. Let's see. Wow. Super sharp, and they even warn you on the package, right, of how sharp this thing can make these things. Wow, that is super sharp. So I'm really happy with that. You can feel like the burrs are gone, and it's a really smooth, sharp edge on that knife. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up for now, and then we're going to switch back and do our bigger hunting knife. So I'm going to put this over the side, and then at the end we'll do the wicked wax and the wicked clean. But for right now, this is a super sharp knife. So let's go ahead and do the bigger knives right now. All right, so I just swapped out the purple belt. Now I'm back to the red belt. So this time I think we're just going to resharpen, because I think these knives are fairly sharp. So this is just an old, my old grandfather's hunting knife. Has a picture of him and my grandmother in the handle, and he made these things, as I think I said in an earlier video. Back during World War II, my grandfather was able to do a lot of trench art and made a lot of things, and this is a really cool knife that he had made. So I had it plated, black plated, electroplated a while ago. That's all kind of wore off because I did use this knife a lot. So, but now I just want to make sure I sharpen it. So I think I had sharpened it last year, but now I really don't think it needs a full sharpen. I think just a resharp. So we're just going to do 2 with the red and then 10 with the purple. So let's go ahead and get this up. I got to plug in the sharpener again. I always unplug it when I'm placing the belts. So we'll just go ahead and put that next to the guide here, like this, and we'll go. Wow, you can see the sparks flying off that. Right here, next to the guide. Okay. Wow. I mean, it feels that really rough kind of bit with those burrs. So let's go ahead and unplug it. Drop this piece again, twist. Take off this belt. Put back on a purple belt. Right. Get that in there. Tension. All right. Plug this back in. All right. Do the same thing, but now we're going to do 10 times just to make sure it's super sharp. Set it up against the guide. Turn it on. I'm going to do that, I think 6 or 7 more times, and then when I'm done, I'll bring you back and kind of show you how sharp it became. All right, so I've got done using that the purple belt, and yeah, let me tell you something. That is super sharp, super nice edge on this knife. So let's go ahead and test it. Right, so let's just get just a sheet of paper here. Wow. That it just slices right through like butter. That is awesome. That is a super sharp knife. This knife is ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the sheath, and then we're going to do the same thing to my Gerber strong arm. We'll do that here. Same thing. Take this knife. Didn't use this one as much as I did the other knife, but we're going to go ahead and make sure this one's just as sharp. So again, I'm going to switch out the red and then the purple, and then bring you back and kind of show you what that has done for this. And then we're going to do something different. We're going to jump into the axe and get that edge sharpened. So stay tuned. All right, so I just got done doing this Gerber strong arm, and just a quick test, as I've done a few already, just slices it like butter. I mean, this thing is razor sharp, and it warns you that it does make these edges on these blades super sharp. So now we're going to go ahead, I'm going to put this away, and we're going to go ahead and get this and get the axe done. So let me go ahead and put this back in the sheath, and then we'll get this configured and show you how to do that to do some work on my hatchet. All right, so just a quick reminder too. I just did the pocket knife and the 2 hunting knives, straight blade knives, but it also can do, if you look in the manual here, I didn't have any to sharpen today. Maybe I'll do that for another video. But you actually can do scissors. You can do your gut hook knife. It shows you how to do it right there. You can do serrated parts of the blade, so they do give you all those options on how to sharpen different types of blades itself. You know, kitchen knives, outdoor knives, serrated knives, whatever. You can do it. But now we're going to switch over and we're going to do this for the my hatchet. So unplug the tool. We're going to turn the band again and remove the purple band. In this particular case, for the axe, it says to use the green band. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just install the green band into the worksharp tool. All right, get it in there. Like this. Oops, like that, like that. There we go. All right, perfect. Pop up the spring, and the green band is now secure. Now, it tells you what you need to do is you need to turn this. So you have to slide this. You'll see this lock right here. Hopefully you can see that. Let me see. So you see there's like this slide right here, and you can see it goes into those grooves in there. So you just undo that, and you put it like this and lock it again, right? So now you have to then also remove the guard, so it's like that. So now you're basically going to do something in this motion. So following the instructions here. Now, I don't have a clamp where I can put this in right now, but here's my hardcore hammers axe. I'm going to take this, I'm going to lay it here on the edge, I'm going to plug in my tool, and basically what I'm going to do is hold this, squeeze. It says clamp the tool to be sharpened securely in a bench vise. Like I said, I don't have one, so I'm just going to kind of hold it like this, right here like this, and I'm going to put it in this grinding position. I'm going to squeeze the power switch and grind the edge of the tool until you have satisfied on the sharpness. So let's give this a try and see how it works. Oh. Yep, belt loosened up a little bit. Let's make sure that's on there. Alright. There we go. We can tighten. You can turn this red knob to tighten the spring or loosen it to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So let's try that. There we go. Alright, here we go. So I'm gonna try to like brace this with my hand so this part stays flat. Let's give it a shot. Alright, and then we'll just flip it over and do the same thing on this side. Alright, let's do that. Now, it just says, right, squeeze and grind edge of tool until you are satisfied with the sharpness. So let's take a look. Is it sharper? I don't know. Can it cut paper? Let's find out. Not really, right? Kind of like lame, right? I don't know. All right, maybe we got to keep sharpening it. So, yeah, I mean, I can see the edge on it. All right, let's try again. Let's do a little bit more. We'll do this side first this time. Okay, and we'll do two back and forth on this side. don't know. What do you think? Let's see. Have a nice edge on it now. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not really sure. It's an interesting dilemma I have here. See if it cuts them. All right. I'll do a few more back and forth. We'll do two that way. We'll do two this way. Tell you what, I think that's pretty sharp. So I don't think that's a bad job right there. It looks like a nice edge. I think we'll have to take it out and give it a try, but I think that's a pretty good edge on that hatchet. So, all right. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put this worksharp tool away, and then I'm going to get that wicked wax and wicked clean, and we're gonna just put some and clean the knives, and then put some wax on it to help preserve it. So stay tuned while I put this away. I'll bring you back to do that little bit of knife maintenance with the wax. All right, so now that we got the knives, the axe, and the pocket knife sharpened there, I'm going to apply some of this stuff that I picked up at the blade show. And there was a booth there that was giving this stuff out for free. It's called Wicked Wax and Wicked Clean. So this is for cleaning your knives and your blades, and then this is to help kind of preserve them, protect them. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Wicked Clean, and we're just going to clean off these knives and axes since we just started. So I'm just going to use this little, actually an eyeglass cleaner that I got rag from a guy from Blast Pro. I'm just going to put a little bit right there, and I'm just going to put that on the knife, on the axe right here, and just kind of rub it in like this. Yes, and I want to be careful. I don't want to cut myself. So I'm just going to kind of, very carefully do both sides and get this nice and clean. So, yep, I'm going to do that. Watch this nail puller and just kind of do like that. All right, let me get a little bit more to do this one side here. Use this corner here a little bit. Like I said, I know they sell this product, and I've seen it a lot of places. Different booths had it at the Blade Show, but the lady was giving away these samples, and I thought, man, for those two samples are going to last me a really long time. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean this axe like that. Kind of get it all around here on the hammer on this side. Make it kind of look really nice and sharp. So yeah, I think that's pretty good right there. Yeah, I think that looks really good. I think that looks nice and clean. So we'll go ahead and put that down, and then we'll do the same thing. Grab a little more here, just a little bit. Don't need a lot. And then I'll do it on my Gerber strong arm, and we'll clean this knife. Oh, there we go. Get my rag here. Get here a little bit. Let's do right here. There we go. Okay, just put a little bit on the knife. Yeah, that looks great. Just kind of clean it. And don't want to cut yourself. You got to be careful. Yeah, look at that. I mean, you could just see it kind of restore that shine on the knife itself and make it really look good. Look like a nice sharp blade. Looks really good. So, okay, I'll put that down and do the same thing to my grandpa's knife. Let's do this. And just kind of, now I know that black coating I had put on it, is already coming off, but nothing I can do about that right now. But for now, I'll just kind of make it look as best I can. Otherwise, I have to get it plated again. I'm not sure I want to do that. I'll just let it go like this. I mean, that looks pretty clean. Pretty cool like that. So that's a good knife right there. And then the pocket knife, I know this one's a little bit dirty, so I'm going to go ahead and get some clean on here. Probably use a little bit more. And we'll just get it nice and clean. This one I did use a little bit, I think when I was like skin a squirrel or something this year. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. You got to be careful. Don't want to cut myself. Kind of clean this off. There we go. Let's see. Get off there. Yeah, that definitely looks a lot better than it did before when I started. So it's definitely super sharp now. Definitely ready for turkey season if I need it. And then of course hunting season again in the fall. So yeah, that's going to be a really good knife. So put that down. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and use this other corner. I'm going to put this away. We'll keep this. Again, that's Wicked Clean. You can go online and find some of this stuff. And then this is the Wicked Wax. So I'm just going to use a corner right here. I'm going to pull some of this Wicked Wax. Get some on my rag here and just kind of rub it in and protect. And it's good on, it is actually, if you look on the back of it, it's all like food safe kind of wax. So it's good on steel and wood. It's supposed to take care of, preserve stuff. So I definitely don't want this thing to try to get rust or anything on it. So yeah, it looks really nice. So just kind of rub that in a little bit. I'm already getting some rust marks on the end of this. Got to be careful with it, of this axe, hatchet rather. All right, I think that's good. Let me find another corner here. I'm gonna dip a little more into this wax. You see it right there. All right, and then I'll do my Gerber knife. Yeah, we'll get this all nice and clean, all nice and waxed. Make sure it doesn't rust. Open this up a little bit more. There we go. Man, that looks perfect. Okay, and let's see if I can find another clean corner. The rag, we'll do a little more wax. We'll do it on Grandpa's knife. There we go. We gotta be careful. And we'll just do that, and then just kind of get a coating of that on. Perfect. Okay. And we'll do a little bit with a pocket knife. Give it that little bit of shine right there. Don't cut myself. You can see. Alright, just kind of protect that. Wow. Yeah, so I think that really looks good. So, like I said, this is just one of the things I like to do at the end of every season is try to get, take care of your stuff, right? You clean your guns, you wipe them down, you oil them up, and then you also have to take care of your backpacks. Show the backpack maintenance, putting the zipper, Starbright makes that zipper lubricant. There's other companies out there too. Put that on your backpack so the zippers still work. And then, of course, taking care of your knives because they're tools and you need them. You got to take care of your tools. So anyway, hope y'all like this video. And if you do, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. And we'll have another video for you soon, everybody. Hopefully another cooking video and doing some more outdoor adventures and get out of my garage. So appreciate you watching. And thanks again. We'll have another video for you soon. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching NC Piedmont Outdoors, camping, fishing, and hunting adventures.